What up, what up? It's the Nasty Pastor. Um, Back with another segment of the Love and Respect Experience. The book I'm reading from, the author is Dr. Emerson Edgar Riches. And once again, like, share, comment. Um, it's the weekend. Yeah, you know, it's time to let off some steam. It's usually, you know, the wife that was, my son-in-laws, my biologicals. We get together, we do something. If I'm off, if I'm not off, the wife that was still make sure the kids get together and do something. I love that. I really did, cause it was times that the kids are there, especially my biologicals. But I'm at work. I might got to work Saturday and Sunday. You see what I'm saying? And I won't gonna let no money pass me by. I had a lot of. By the time I met her, I had still had two child supports. My youngest son, I just always did it out of my pocket with him. But two child supports. I don't think I had no court fines. I think I got all them done. Hospital bills, I believe I had got all them cleared up also. But two child supports, rent, gotta buy my food, you know what I mean? And I will say this, when I left that job in 1993, I got out of prison I went in 91, got out in 93. I got out, got a job at Burger King. If you're familiar with Richmond, Virginia, there's a street called Main Street, and Burger King used to be down there. And don't get me wrong, it's a business area, so we never really worked on the weekends. We may go in, do some extra cleaning. If there's a function going down there on the weekend, we may, open up. But for the most part, they close at 7 o'clock at night. They basically ran it like a hospital. Like if you ever worked in the dietary part of the hospital, you was 7 in the morning, 7 in the evening, right? Cool. That's how that Burger King was. And I loved that about it, but I didn't love the pay. And at that time, I only had one child, but old court fines I had to pay off. Definitely hospital bills, you know what I mean? But not having a good paying job, you know what I mean? It leads you to do wrong. Because when you got mouths to feed, or you just got your mouth to feed, it ain't just about paying bills. It ain't just about going out here working for somebody, getting your paycheck, taking your paycheck and just paying off bills, and at the end of the day, you have nothing left. Do you know what it makes a man feel like? Do you know what it makes a woman feel like? It feel like you can't take care of yourself. So you start finding other ways and other means to bring in extra revenue. But that's another segment on another issue. And today, once again, like, share, comment, go to my YouTube channel, Only Faith Ministries, subscribe. That way you can catch every notification, and I was always told this, don't let the truth fall upon deaf ears. It's a lot of information on this internet, on these social media sites. It's a lot of truth. It's a lot of BS. It's a lot of buffoonery. Attach yourself to the truth. Got it? Living your truth. And your truth is bigger than a moment, but living it. Anywho, we on chapter 21. And chapter 21 starts off, keep your eyes on the Lord, not the problem. The verse come out of 2 Chronicles 20:12. O our God, we are powerless before this great multitude who are coming against us. Nor do we know what to do, but our eyes are on you. Now, what do you get out that scripture? What do you get out that verse? What do you get? Me, I get, evil coming. Evil coming in a multitude. And if it's coming in a multitude, it's going to come at a pace that you can't figure the origin. You can't figure how to stop it. You can't figure how people can't see the ignorance that they have been led into. So when you think about how fast the earth, the people in the earth, the information in the earth has been given, has been circulated, we was out of control, right? We lost a lot of lives during COVID-19. We lost a lot of lives due to not listening, due to not having a choice whether or not I can stay home or go to work. Not having a choice, I have to get up and make something happen. Not having that choice. Do you feel me? And I'm going to say this to you. There's not a job I ever worked on I was going to kill myself for. You feel me? Not a job I ever worked on. There wasn't a paycheck I ever received and said to myself, I'll die to get another one of these paychecks. You understand? Now, I love working because you receive money for a service. I don't have to ask anybody for nothing. Most of all, knowing what I've done, where I've came from, how I wasted almost 20 years in these streets, I don't never want to sell drugs. I wanted to be legit. I wanted to come to me legitimately. That way a Fed, that way a state police, that way a city police, that way an informant can keep my name out their mouth. When I put my John Hancock, my signature on something I brought, I have income. I have a paper trail to back how I was able to purchase this or lease this, mortgage this, lay away this, whatever this. You got me? I have a paper trail. Anywho, let's go and get into chapter 21. Today's scripture passage may suggest a familiar situation. You feel powerless before some problem ranging from serious to overwhelming. Marriage has a way of bringing us the what do we do now moment, and no answers immediately come to mind. We do not know what to do with a rebellious child, a medical report revealing cancer, more debt than income, an ailing parent, job loss. The list can be endless. Yeah. I done had what you do moments. Myself. I know me and the wife that was, even when we were just dating, we have had what do we do moments, because there are things that had happened financially. There are services the wife that was, was receiving and was cut off. And instead of snapping, instead of, man, let me go get a blunt, man, let me go get some liquor, let beer, whether both, the wife that was didn't smoke weed, I could probably, out the 13 years we was together, I can count. I only need all my fingers to count how many times she have asked to hit the blunt with me. You got what I'm saying? Probably 2, 3 times for real. And I didn't like that. You got what I'm saying? I met her on a level, on a look where that I don't smoke weed. Drink, but I don't smoke weed. So I like that. And something my uncle taught me long time ago, my uncle was like, nephew, your woman don't need to be getting high while you getting high. Who watching the door? So to have gave me a visual, to have given me an understanding what can happen, how it can happen, whether I'm legit or illegal. Me and my woman not gonna sit in the house fucked up, excuse my language, messed up together. We're not gonna do that one. One of us has to pull back. One of us has to say, okay, wifey got me, let me get ripped a couple of days ago. I'm gonna go and let wifey get ripped, and I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna chill, make sure everything good. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody gotta be in a capable state to speak, to think, to understand an issue. You feel me? You got me? But you never have to feel totally powerless. Look at the rest of the verse. But our eyes are on you. The man who uttered these words had big problems indeed. Jehoshaphat was king of Judah at a time when several enemy nations were gathered to march on Jerusalem and obliterate every Israelite they could find. But Jehoshaphat had already made the first right move. He had gathered the nation of Judah together to pray, and after acknowledging to the Lord that he really had no clue about what to do, he added, but our eyes are on you. You can read on in 2 Chronicles 20 to see how Judah was delivered from the hands of its enemies, because the people knew the battle is not yours, but God's. You feel that? I never prayed. And the reason I'm speaking on this right here, because of what I just read. I never prayed to hurt anyone. But I'm going to say this to you. And I don't believe it's just me. I don't believe that is given just to me through my Creator. But I don't have to touch you. I really don't have to even curse at you. I don't have to think any bad thoughts, do any bad deeds for you to feel you messed up messing with me. I don't have to do nothing to you. When I tell you I'm watched, I am physically watched and I am spiritually watched. When I tell you my sins don't go unnoticed, believe what I tell you. Believe what I tell you. I am watched with a fine microscope. You understand? Do you get me now? And peep this. I've been loaded since I came out my mama's womb. You understand? Loaded. I'm someone you supposed to deal with care. You supposed to, now I ain't gonna say walk on eggshells, but you got to think about the things you say to me and do to me, because it's consequences you gonna pay. And when I've learned that I don't have to do anything physically to you, mentally to you, all I have to do is sit back and say, I don't like what happened to me. I don't like this. The rest up to whom I pray to. There are rich truths in this story for every love and respect couple. Be aware that these, what do we do now, moments can cause friction and tension between you. Gazing at the problem with anxiety and worry can result in unloving or disrespectful behavior. In short, you can get on the crazy cycle just like that. Now, before I started back reading, you heard everything I said, right? Right? Now peep this out. If you're keeping up with me, you probably say, well, damn, Nas. Damn, nasty pastor. Why you ever put your hands on any woman? Being ignorant. Caught in the moment. Why do you cuss at some people? Being ignorant. Caught in the moment. You feel me? Being impulsive. You feel me? Not having enough self-control to understand vengeance is not mine. Vengeance is my creator. It's whom I pray to. You feel me? You get me? For years, I wouldn't let you get me pissed off. I look at you and I laugh at you. But it was something about this woman I married. There was something about me at the time I married this woman where that I got so comfortable in my BS, in my way of living, that I wasn't thinking about whom I prayed to. You know, I prayed every morning. I asked for thanks. I asked for forgiveness. But in those impulsive moments, I wasn't thinking about the Creator. I wasn't thinking of the consequences. You feel me? So I ate my karma. I ate my karma. And see, I didn't eat my karma in the last couple of years of my marriage. I didn't start working on my marriage the last couple of years of my marriage. I had been working on my marriage from day one. The first, when we got married, and we got married 2009, 2010. And 2010, we were together 4 years before we got married. And the first time she said something about something I was doing and she didn't like it, I took changing all my bad qualities serious. Yeah, I would backslide, but I took it serious. You feel me? Some things you do unknowingly. Some things you do because it's been so repetitious in your life, it's a part of your everyday life. You feel me? So, when I tell you I learned, I grew, and my marriage didn't fail me and I didn't fail my marriage, believe me, I wouldn't be here today to voice these words of understanding, of awareness. I wouldn't be here. My maker, my creator would have been took me off this earth. Don't let the problem get your eyes off the Lord. In chapter 11, we learned that when a pink wife and a blue husband come together through the love and respect connection, they become one and take on God's royal color of purple. This is the time to draw together as a real team, a team that wears purple and can deal with that problem with strength and insight. Will the problem just go away? Not likely. Things don't always turn out the way we would wish. For example, reflect on James, the brother of John, in contrast to Peter. Herod imprisoned both, but God allowed Herod to behead James. whereas an angel released Peter from the prison. Keep in mind that God remains sovereign, controlling the outcome, while our job is to keep our eyes on Him. The Apostle Paul faced all kinds of problems and hopeless situations. Recalling one of his missionary journeys, Paul says we were crushed and overwhelmed, and we thought we would never lie through it. But as a result, we stopped relying on ourselves and learned to rely only God. 2 Corinthians, Paul learned again and again what it was like to feel powerless, knowing he could not trust himself. He learned not only to glance at problems, but also to gaze on the Lord, fixing his eyes on Jesus. At the moment, you may or may not be facing circumstances that seem to render you powerless, but every day is an opportunity to trust the Lord. As a purple love and respect couple, start every day by saying, our eyes are on you. Come on, let's say it together. Our eyes are on you. So, before I continue back reading and I explain to you, I didn't have my eyes on the Lord, right? Right? I say the name in my prayers. You know, I get it thankful. I know that's where my strength comes from. I know that's where my faith lies. I knew all this, but I took my eyes off the Lord. I took my understanding out of the commandments. You got what I'm saying? I took my trust. I took my, I put it this way. I was on my way back to calling Satan. You feel me? That's why I was on my way leading to be honest with you. You got it? Going on do another roll call. But see, some woke up one day and some say, you're treating your wife unfair. You got me? Pull your stuff together. Get it together now. No, she ain't been the best wife to you, but understand why she haven't been the best wife to you. And that's when I woke up and I stopped looking at what she done to me. I don't forget what she done to me, but I stopped looking at what she done to me and I started looking at why she doing this to me. Why I'm getting this mouth. Why I'm being told no. Why we can't seem to have a conversation. You feel me? You understand? Own your BS. You got me? Own your BS. Things don't happen to you just to happen to you. There's some things in the world that happen that's unexplainable. You feel me? But when you're dealing with people, especially people how they talk to you, how they treat you, just don't happen just because. There's some things you have allowed. There are some boundaries that have been broken down that you no longer have others' respect for. Others' respect. You feel me? So, as I say again, making my decision to walk away from my marriage was based on a lot. I had to wash away the guilt. I had to pull myself out the guilt because if I didn't pull myself out the guilt, I'd still be there. And that's why I say to you, my maker would have been killed me. My maker, my creator would have been took me off this earth because my maker, my creator would have gave my wife that was dominion, the right to put me in the ground. And she would have walked away clean. Been a dirty murder, a dirty kill. You understand me? A dirty murder, a dirty kill. But because of my actions, would have walked away clean. Look, we just covered chapter 21. It was a short one. Hey, it's the nasty pastor. Once again, if I don't love you, who gonna love you? Once again, if nobody else love you, I love you. Guess what? Like, share, comment, pass the word. I holler back at you. I'm out.